Hey everyone, how you all doing? This is Charlie Gamma speaking, bringing you more Great League battles in the Go Battle League, and I've decided to continue my battles with Swampert in the lead. Those are rank 8 battles actually, and I changed a bit the team by switching Tropius with Abomasnow, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. This team is obviously weak to Alolan Marowak or Galarian Stunfsik in the back, so my plan actually is to keep the Swampert alive no matter what, so even if I win switch advantage by winning the lead or something, so I still switch to Galvantula as my safe swipe to keep my Swampert healthy so we can deal with all those kind of Pokemons. You can tell I went according to my plan right there by switching into Galvantula after winning the lead against the opponent's Stunfisk, but they don't have Galarian Stunfisk or Alolan Marowak in the back, they have Azumarill. So right now I try to keep my Abomasnow actually alive and catch the Ice Beam with my Swampert. I couldn't unfortunately, so now I have to charge a lot of energy because they still have Cherrim in the back. Thankfully he's in Hydro Cannon range and this was a good game. Whiscash is obviously a good lead for me, but I still need to watch out from the blizzard, and thankfully I shielded that. And right now I'm about to KO the Whiscash and it's Shifter in the back, and this is where I make a mistake because I needed to switch right away, and by not doing so I now go 2 shields down, and obviously they're going to shield the Sludge Wave, and I actually switch into Abomasnow instead of the Galvantula, and I switch with no energy on my Swampert, so things are not looking good because the Alolan Marowak can now farm a lot of energy. Obviously they don't have to shield anything, and right now I try to salvage my game by going into Galvantula actually, but they have Flame Wheel and they can farm extra energy, and this is a good game. If I had switched into Galvantula right away and went according to my plan and not waste the energy on my Swampert, maybe things could have ended differently. So a pretty straightforward match, everything aligned perfectly for me actually, and good game. Gengar was a tricky lead for me actually, which I wasn't sure how to deal with. But thankfully I was able to farm a lot of energy with my Galvantula, and the opponent made a mistake by letting me do so. Anyway, right now we are in a tricky position because if the Ferrothorn have Flash Cannon, this will be extremely close game, but I'm guessing they don't have because they decided to quit. Good game. This is where I make a huge mistake because I thought it was gonna be a power punch, but honestly nobody goes with dynamic punch and power punch on his Medicham. So I make a huge misplay right there, and now I'm gonna lose this game with one shot in and GG. Defense Deoxys is another tricky Pokemon to deal with actually, because if I switch into Galvantula then they have energy advantage and I have to burn shields, and I obviously can switch into Abomasnow. And right there I make a huge misplay by not shielding because I needed to keep my Swampert alive. I didn't went according to my plan, and the opponent makes a great swap into Ferrothorn. And right now I'm not in a good position because if they have Alolan Marowak or Galarian Stunfsik in the back, there's not much I can do. The opponent decided to burn both of his shields on Ferrothorn, which made me think that he has something weak in the back to Galvantula. So I make a great swap catching the Power Whip, but it is Galarian Stunfsik in the back actually, and it is not good for me. And the opponent actually made it really closer than it should by burning his shields on Ferrothorn. But still, Galarian Stunfsik charges way too fast and I can't reach the last lunge, so good game. Azumarill lead, obviously this is bad for me, so I switch immediately. And they have Sableye in the back, and the opponent actually makes a mistake right there by throwing the Power Gem instead of the Foul Play, which is more energy efficient. I am able to burn both of his shields and win switch advantage, and now my Swampert can avoid the Azumarill matchup. If you're in the opponent's position, I think what you want to do is to try to catch the R2 cannon with Azumarill, and definitely not throw the Sludge Bomb on Swampert. Maybe the opponent did try, but anyway, he shouldn't have thrown his energy on Swampert, and definitely not the Sludge Bomb. And right now I'm in a good position because I can get to a Weather Ball, and 1 or 2 Powder Stone will be enough against the Tropius. Good game. Swampert lead, and unfortunately I lose CMP, but the opponent actually decided to shield his Swampert twice, and right now he gave up switch advantage, and I am able to come with my Galvantula and farm a bit of extra energy to throw on whatever comes in. It is the Swampert, so I'm able to throw the lunge. Unfortunately it is not enough to KO obviously, and the Hydro Cannon is going to be, even though it got debuffed. So right now my plan is to go with Abomasnow and farm, but the opponent obviously switches and it's defends the Deoxys, which makes things really tricky for me. Obviously the counter is for super effective damage and I can take Rock Slide, and right now I switched into Swampert hoping I would get to a Hydro Cannon, but I couldn't. But thankfully I'm able to get to the Energy Ball, and the Swampert is too low. Good game. This team is just doing great against the Bastudon and Double Razor Leaf team. Obviously when Bastudon is in the lead, it will be a lot more tricky when Bastudon is in the back. But either way, good game. Swampert against Galvantula. This is favorable for my Swampert, but I decided to, again, go according to my plan. I decided to tank the lunge and switch into Galvantula, my Swiss Swamp, and it is Galarian Stunfsik in the back. So right now I'm just gonna throw as much lunge as possible, but things get tricky because right now, even though we got debuffed a lot, you can farm 200 energy basically. So I still go with my Swampert and I take the chance that this is a bait, which it is. So I made a huge call right there, because if it was an earthquake it would have ended my Swampert, and there is Cherim in the back, which makes the things really tricky for me. So I throw the weather ball, obviously the opponent shields, and right now the weather ball is not enough actually, and the opponent makes an amazing swap catching the weather ball with his Galvantula. And right now my only play is to farm it down, and I am able to get to the weather ball against the cherry. I literally have 1 HP. This is an amazing game. And this will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.